Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Let's discuss Ihram today. So, when we talk about Ihram, two things to understand. One is the clothing of Ihram, and one is the state of Ihram. The clothing of Ihram for women consists of her regular clothing, except that she does not cover her face, her hands, and her feet. For men, the clothing of Ihram are two pieces of white cloth which are not stitched, and one we put on the lower part of our body, which we call the izar, and we wrap it around the lower part of our body. And the second is the rida, the piece of cloth which we put around our upper part of the body. Before entering or before putting on the clothing of Ihram, it is important that we clip our nails if they need to be clipped, because once in the state of Ihram, it is prohibited to clip the nails. Removing any unwanted hair or pubic hair. If you want to put on perfume or lotion before putting on the clothing and entering into the state of Ihram, that is also allowed onto the body. And once or before you enter into the state of Ihram, it is also preferable to be in the state of wudu, so making wudu beforehand. Understanding why am I putting on the Ihram? That in order to perform my Hajj or Umrah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants me to be dressed in a certain way, and all the Hujjaj looking with the same clothing. And at the time of my death or after I die, I will also be shrouded in these two white pieces of clothing. If you plan to go to Madinatul Munawwara first, then you do not need to put your Ihram on before you leave home. That can be done on the way to Makkatul Mukarramah after leaving Madinatul Munawwara. But if you plan to go direct to Makkatul Mukarramah, then in that situation, you have two choices. You can either put on the Ihram in the plane, but the bathrooms in the plane are pretty tight, not much space, and it may be difficult to wrap the cloth around you comfortably. Also, because everything is so tight, it may become unclean. So it is better to put it on before you leave home, or if you are going via another country, then in the transit area there should be some bathrooms which are spacious. Maybe the family bathroom, the family restroom that they have some in some airports. At least you can put on the lower garment and then put on a thobe or a kameez or something of that nature on top, and then before you get to the miqat, the pilot or somebody will make an announcement that we are about to reach the miqat, so please enter into the state of Ihram if you want to. So at that time, you can before getting to that point, you can remove the upper garment, the thobe, and then put on the rida, the cloth around you on top, and then you can make the intention, inshallah. So what is the intention? Allahumma inni nawaitul hajj wal umrah, if you're performing hajj and umrah, or if you're just performing umrah, Allahumma inni nawaitul umrah fayassirhu li wa taqabbal minni, make it easy for me and accept it from me. And then you will say labbaik Allahumma umrah if you're just performing umrah, and if you're doing hajj and umrah, then you say labbaik Allahumma al hajj wal umrah. Once you make the intention and you say labbaik, now you are also in the state of ihram, after which many things become prohibited. Once in the state of ihram, you're allowed to wear a ring for men, you're allowed to wear a watch, you can put a bag around you, you can put an umbrella, you can use an umbrella if you need, you can put sunglasses on. And for sisters, jewelry is allowed as long as it's the jewelry that she wears on a regular basis and not more for beautification. So inshallah, in the next video, we will be covering the practical demonstration on how to put on the ihram, inshallah. Jazakumullah.